Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea. It's part of a much bigger blueprint for rethinking Germany's entire political system, and it gets right to the heart of a huge question. How do you make sure a brilliant, game-changing idea doesn't just disappear simply because the person who had it doesn't have money or connections? Let's get into it. I mean, really think about that for a second. We all know the world runs on new ideas, amazing inventions, projects that could change our communities for the better. But what happens when the person with that vision doesn't have the cash or know the right people to even get started? And yeah, that's the tough reality. Way too often, the answer is nothing. The idea just fades away. The potential is lost. And that's not just a loss for that one person. It's a loss for all of us, for the whole society that misses out. And that's exactly the problem this new framework is trying to fix. So what's the big solution here? Well, it's pretty bold. The idea is to stop leaving innovation up to luck or chance, and instead start actively growing it by making it a fundamental constitutional right. I mean, just imagine that, baking the support for new ideas right into the country's legal DNA. This is the heart of it, the right to innovation and creative development. And what makes this so different is that it's not just another government program, it's framed as a guaranteed right. That means the state would actually have a constitutional duty to support visionary people and their ideas, no matter their background, as long as those ideas serve the public good. And that's the key, right there. This isn't about funding someone's personal pet project. The whole point is to back ideas that create real value for everybody. It's about empowering people to come up with sustainable, enriching innovations that actually lift up the entire society. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, right? But how would it actually work in the real world? Let's break down the mechanics of how you turn a constitutional right like this into reality. The process is laid out pretty clearly. First, special state-appointed groups would vet the ideas. Does this have real potential? Is it for the public good? Second, if it gets the green light, it receives tailored funding. This is not a one-size-fits-all check. It's support designed specifically for that project's needs. And finally, and this is huge, it's not just about the money. Experts would actually stick with the project to help guide it and bring it to life. And when we say support, it's really comprehensive. We're talking everything from expert advice and startup cash to actual hands-on help getting things done. And what's really important is that this system is built to back long-term projects, the kind of stuff with maybe an uncertain financial return, but a huge potential public value. Think about things like foundational clean energy research or new ways to approach social care. So let's be really clear about this. This is not a handout. It's not about the state just cutting a check and walking away. The whole model is built around the idea of partnership. It's a team effort, a collaboration between the creator and a system that's designed to see them succeed. And the state wouldn't be trying to do this all on its own. A massive part of this plan is to tap into the expertise that's already out there. The system would work hand in hand with local universities and research labs, with private companies, and with nonprofits to make sure every project gets the absolute best guidance and resources possible. All right, let's zoom back out to the big picture. What's the long-term vision? Because this is about so much more than just helping a few inventors. It's about fundamentally shifting how a nation thinks about progress. It's about investing directly in its own future. This really is a total mindset shift. The idea is to go from our current reality, where innovation is often just left to chance, to a future where it's actively cultivated. You'd see the focus move away from just short-term economic wins toward long-term public value. And that means those high-risk visionary ideas, the ones that private investors usually pass on, would finally get a real shot. So, if you had to boil this entire complex idea down to just one single core goal, what would it be? What's the one thing driving all of this? It's right here, in the mission statement from the proposal itself. The single goal is empowering people to produce sustainable and enriching innovations for the benefit of society as a whole. That's it. It's a really clear, powerful vision for what a country could and maybe should be aiming for. So we'll leave you with this question, because it's really the question this entire proposal asks us to consider. What kind of future could we build in science, in our communities, in our culture, if we created a system where no great idea, no matter who it came from, was ever left behind? Just imagine what that would look like.